I want to go straight to the issue of the Federal Character Commission. And I want to start that by playing an audio or a video. But let me give a background. Sometime in August, the presidency made a press release where names of nominees were forwarded to the Senate for approval, because it is the responsibility of the Senate to nominate and the responsibility of, the President to nominate, and then the responsibility of the Senate to screen and approve. And names were forwarded. Before the names were forwarded, there was a slight change because the former chairman was reappointed, and on the same day, a new list came out, and that list contained the names of nominees. And in Akwa Ibom State, the nominee was Ebong Dora Ebong, who will have been doing her second term. I want to play the video where the Senate President read the list on the floor of the House, which incidentally, the name of Dora Ebong was replaced with the name of Mrs. Eunice Thomas. That was not what was in the President's statement. So, for record purposes, let's watch it.
From Osun State, as chairman, Honorable Obinna Oriaku, Abia State as commissioner, Mrs. Bema Madai Adamawa as commissioner, Mrs. Eunice Thomas Akwa Ibom State as commissioner, Honorable Noli Nkechi Gloria PhD Anambra State as commissioner, Babangida Adamu Buana of Bauchi as commissioner.
Okay, that was a short clip, just about 2 minutes 51 seconds, when the Senate President, distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, read on the floor of the Senate the names of nominees for the Federal Character Commission. Incidentally, the publication by the Special Advisor to the President's Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, dated August 11, which was what is believed to have been forwarded because there was no other press statement to undo what was done on the 11th of August. The name of Mrs. Dora Ebong for Akwa Ibom State was listed. And when on the 22nd there was the swearing in, all the newspapers, Punch, Nation, Tribune, and other newspapers that published the news of that swearing in the presidency, I have the picture here, the presidency, it has the name of, we're focusing on Dora Ebong now, the name of Dora Ebong, all newspapers after the swearing in. And we try to look for the picture of our nominee, what we incidentally have, if they were sitting in alphabetical order. For those watching us online, I need to just fold this. Yes. We are told that for those watching online, this is a picture of the swearing in from Abia in alphabetical order. If it's Abia, we have Adamawa. The next should be Akwa Ibom. We are told that it was vacant. I don't know how far that is true. So within the chambers, we are looking for the picture. We've not seen it yet. But after the swearing in the group picture outside, for those watching us online, we have, in the middle there with the black suit, those watching us online, Mrs. Eunice Thomas was there, representing Akwa Ibom State we don't want to dwell too much on other details. For those who may not be too aware, this is the picture of the chairperson up there, the chairperson of Federal Character Commission. She's from Osun State. And then the next picture here this is Dora Ebong. She will have done her second term if it has sailed through as planned by the president. So the issue why we are bringing this is that we try to reach out to Dora Ebong. Maybe someday, if she will oblige, come and speak to us or what has happened. But we are informed that she's getting congratulatory messages because all the newspapers in the country carried her name. So if truly the Senate, the president did not withdraw her nomination, what happened at the Senate? Was there a mix-up? And how can that be corrected? Because for us, it's an embarrassment that somebody could have her name as a nominee and without withdrawal, like was done in the case of the former chairman. Now you now have a new person completely. And in the state we talk about Akwa Ibom United, we want to appeal as open forum. We are going to forward letters to the appropriate authorities because we defend the voiceless, we defend the ones with voice by giving them the right ideas that something should be done. It will be an embarrassment, it will be a thing that posterity may not be able to be kind with us if we saw such development and keep quiet. It will have happened to you. Dora Ebong was sent as the nominee, and by law, the Senate does not do nomination. It does clearance. You either reject or approve the appointment by Mr. President, then ask for replacement if need be. But in the case of Dora Ebong, we have not seen any such publication. And for those who will take time to Google, you will see in all the newspapers, I have some printouts here. I've read the Punch, the Nation, the Tribune, and others. Dora Ebong's name is still in the list in the presidency, and very much so. I believe the office of the SSG that coordinates this thing. So what was the disconnect? After the screening, didn't the Senate forward the name of the screen people to the president? So if it was forwarded, was it the name of Dora Ebong that it had to be repeated on the day of the swearing in? That is our take, because we need to address that. Dora Ebong, thank God she's alive. One day maybe she will speak for herself, but because we are about people, issues like this are solution, we must defend our own. We defend anybody, don't have to even reach out to us when we see the truth. We do just that. So that is that about the issue of the stalled reappointment of Dora Ebong. Stalled in the sense that so far somebody is sitting there, but then it has to be normalized. The presidency needs to, not must, they need to, we're appealing, publish the list of lists to say, oh, there was a mix-up somewhere. Otherwise, it will be an indictment on the entire system. And that is something that we do not want to happen. So we will try to follow up. We will do what we normally do, reach out with letters to authorities to see what they can do about addressing that very case.